Greetings from Canada, everyone. With me, metaphorical cards, and before the war, I started to read metaphorical cards for meditation. So I want to continue with this practice, just to feel that we are going to survive. We are going to survive. We need also to keep our practices, our meditation practice, keep helping ourselves to relax. And this is why I invite you to ponder on something that involves you, that concerns you. I invite you to think now about something that is very important for you. It could be something in your finances, in your profession, in your personal life, or in your partnership life, maybe family life, anything that is dear to your heart. Think about something that is dear to your heart. I will do 2 readings from left and from the right. So these 2 readings will clearly tell you the things that are not visible now concerning your personal questions. You may ask, if you wish, of course, 2 questions, one from the left reading, another from the right reading, and you will get help from collective consciousness, because universe, God, it is also part of collective consciousness that exists, and we know it exists. So let me pull card number 1. And who doesn't know this deck? It is Canadian deck that is called O, Canadian deck O. So that means surprise, revelation, something that you didn't see before. So how it works? There is a blank square with writing on a border, and into that blank space goes this card. So they fit like a glove. And you see how many cards? So literally, a repeat could be like 1 out of million. It's very clear answer. Okay, the first question. If you're ready to ask your first question to universe, to higher power, to collective mind, to collective consciousness, and I am going to begin. The first card. Oh, it's totally blank. So you see these cards have writings. If you're first time, it says here violate, for example. But only 1 card out of so many, more than 200, is blank. And this is what came out, blank. So whatever is now in front of you has no name. It is not clear. It is not your intention and your goal, they're not visible. So maybe your intent, something, and you know what you're doing, as I mentioned before, concerning your career or love life. However, higher power does not see your intentions as clear. So the message to you from higher power here is manifest your clear intention. What do you really want to achieve? Because some of us think, okay, I want to be in partnership, I want to get married, for example. But we don't have clear intention why. This is why higher power invites you now to verbalize what you really want and why you want it. So maybe this card from this deck that goes in center will tell us more about it. Let's look. Let's pull out the card that will help you to maybe verbalize, maybe to organize your intentions, so the higher power understands your intention and helps you down the road. Now let's see. Oh, wow. What you see here is, I can say, oh, without intention even. Actually, the deck is amazing. And this is what it is. A figure in brown sort of gown stands in front of window. Is it window or is it picture? This is a room. Is it a room or this is blue sky and the road? We don't know. You decide what it is for you. And it goes inside that clear square with no writing on it. So you see, higher power wants you to organize your life in the way that the goal will be aligned with your actions, with your everyday tasks. So your maybe long-term goal will be aligned to what you do every step on the way. Sometimes we don't realize it. Let's say, I will give you an example. I want to lose weight. I do all my life, but this is just an example, all right? So if I want to lose weight, I have to know why. Well, I have history of high cholesterol. I have very high cholesterol. I know that being very, very slim will help my health. Okay, is it clear intention? Yes. But what do I do every day to get into nothing? I'm very open. I'm very, I'm always very truthful. This is the nature of me. I do nothing. Well, not nothing. I do a little thing. I don't eat, let's say, after 6, or I try not to eat after 6. In some days, I don't eat after 5 p.m. Well, I do something, but very little. It doesn't help me so far because my cholesterol rises every day more and more. So it's just an example that, okay, there is a clear goal, you know why you're doing it, but maybe you're missing something because it's clear, there's no writing here. Maybe you're missing, like me, I am missing to take better, more proactive steps to better health, to better weight. So it's clear for me. Only when you leave comments, I will see what is for you. So don't be afraid to leave comments. It's very actually good. It's a way of conversation. Maybe these clouds something means. Maybe these clouds are obstacles on your way to better health, better family life, better financial or professional career advances in your career. So these clouds, these are not even clouds, these are very dark, like rain clouds, or how do you call them, mean that there are some obstacles that you have to overcome. There are still some obstacles that higher power, collective consciousness invites you to overcome today. All right, let's move to the second reading. Let's see what else higher power wants to say, and another revelation. I know cards always gives you a revelation. A rot. It says rot. Well, my English is my second language. A rot, it's probably decay. Rot, it's probably decay. But again, I have no time now to look at Wikipedia, so you write to me what rot means. I think it's decay to rot, right? Okay, what is decaying in your life? Maybe it's something else, but I'll take as rot as decay. What is decaying? What is in your life that you don't need anymore? It's decaying, and it can be turned into turf. It can save you like woods, you know. It can be turned into some fertilizer. What is rotting? What is in your life that you don't pay attention to? Maybe you don't need something that is rotting you, your habits, your maybe false friendship, maybe a career that you don't enjoy anymore. What is rotten in your life? Wow. I say wow all the time because it really opens a lot of understanding. So it goes inside. And you see here what I see, and it's a little blurry for a reason. It is blurry that you can imagine your situation and help yourself. This is why it's blurry. These cards are blurry a little bit. So it looks like a classroom to me. How does it look to you? How does it appear to you? It looks to me like a classroom. And in this classroom, there is a clear blackboard and there's nothing written on it. And the teacher may ask questions to the pupils, to the students. What would be written there? Or students ask teacher in anticipation. There is anticipation between teacher and the teacher and the students. Anticipation, what will happen next? Will something appear on this blackboard? Will the truth appear or not? Is it up to the teacher or is it up to the students? And there is obstacles. There is something in between this big desk, big like desk, could be obstacle between teacher and the students. We all have our inner teacher, our inner teacher, parent, child. We know all of that psychologically. You do. And so your inner wisdom, your inner teacher is your inner wisdom. What does your inner wisdom tells to you? Concerning that what is important to you, and there might be some burning questions that you still don't know what to think of, and you still don't know what to decide, because why we go to school, why we go to university, to college, because there are burning questions, right? We want to study something in order to do some good to the world. Like both my children are doctors. There was a burning desire to study medicine. And you know, to become a doctor in Canada, it's almost impossible task because competition is horrible. It's just so big. However, they both are doctors because it was a burning desire to learn. And again, it's my personal example. It's just because it helps me to tell you what it can mean, right? All of us, like, again, my personal, I went to school for fine arts, music. I hated it. It was not my calling, but I was pushed to do it by parents who didn't see other talents in me. By now, I know my talents clear and loud. However, I'm 60 years old. What can I do about it now, right? It turned my life upside down because I studied something that I did all my life and I didn't enjoy it, and it destroyed my soul. Because in performing arts must be people who really burning for it. I'm not burning for performing arts at all. So this is a question to you. Maybe you must go to school because there is burning question. You want to learn something that you were maybe meant all your life but didn't have opportunity or money or something else. In Canada, before all what happened, Canada did a lot of good things to eliminate the cost of universities. I don't know what will happen next because there's no finances, there's no money. Their budgets are all upside down nowadays in every country. So, but if you want to learn, you will. There's open universities, and if you don't have to have a license, let's say lawyer's license or accountant, charter accountant license, or maybe medical license, nurse's license, you can study everything in open universities for no costs. You see what I mean, right? So you don't have to spend your life, your money on something that you want to study. Maybe you want to study and there is an obstacle between you and maybe not enough finances or something else, or not enough time. Or you think you're older, don't think about it. Because I do now what I want to do. And maybe if I would be younger, I would do something else. But now I do what I can and what I want. So this can and want blends together for me because of my age. In 60 years old, of course, I cannot become a doctor, or I cannot become a scientist to save the world with new wonderful, technologies. I have no time for it. It's obvious. So in my age, I do what I can, and I blend with what I want. And it works. It works for me. I enjoy our conversation. I enjoy my YouTube work. It's a profession for me. It's a lot of work, trust me, but it's also very enjoyable. So you don't have to trust me if you don't want to. Sorry, probably these are old school words. Again, we learn new language, I mean, why would I say trust me? I mean, this is world figure of speech, old figure of speech. If you want, you of course, I invite you for conversation. But I'm always truthful, so it probably, you can read it probably. Okay, write me what it means to you. What this combination of the word Tor, which I don't know meaning of, this is pathetic, but that's it. And this picture here. And who are you? There's 3 figures here. One of those figures are you. And what do you want to know? Because teacher will tell you, this might be inner teacher or might be just a teacher, a professor, or anyone who has knowledge, who has information. What do you want to know? What do you want to ask this teacher? Write in comment to me, what would you like to know? And maybe I'll do tarot reading next, so you will get an answer, what do you want to know? We'll see. We'll see, all depends on your questions in comments, and I will definitely make videos that we might all find answers. My dearest, love you very much. Enjoy being your friend. Take good care of yourself, and together we are going to take good care of the world. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.